Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The play-action fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So South Carolina's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And Jerome Miles will be a focal point in this offense, coming off a splendid performance, more than 100 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns. Great place to start for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
On target over the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Battle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. The screen, and watch out. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Hard running there. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got a man. It's Battle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On the draw, it's Battle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds us back in the middle. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Throwing right. He's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got the 1st down. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Off-play action on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. The throw. Hauls it in. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Gamecocks spin the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the grab. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Hands it off. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A lot of defenders around on that screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 11 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the Vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready to go.
The give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Running inside. It's battle. There he goes. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board.
And you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has...
There's some room. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. Working the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Picks up the 1st down. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage.
Snags it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That one will give them the lead. The 18 unit on the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The run inside. It's Battle. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He put that one in harm's way, and it's wadded down. So the final period starts with a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Using his feet. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Breaks the tackle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's shot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Morrill. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. The screen. He's got wheels. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Off the play fake. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got it. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Gonna look downfield again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they get him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He wants to go deep. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Using his legs, it's Fuller. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested.